Weather approaches our area. We're checking in with emergency and travel leaders for expert advice for motorists with little choice but to drive on those snowy roads. As our Robert Castillo shares, it's advice that can reduce the risk on the highways and byways throughout the upcoming winter season.
With snow predicted to hit the two Virginias Thursday and Friday, the experts we spoke with want motorists to know the best defense is being prepared to deal with slick road conditions. Emergency management leaders in Mercer County say top of the list is making sure your vehicle is up to driving standards for snow, especially where the rubber meets the road.
Make sure tire pressures are good, windshield wipers are good, antifreeze has been checked, that kind of thing. Tire chains, if they use that, a lot of people don't use that anymore, but just make sure the vehicle's prepared.
Gano echoes what leaders with AAA recommend. Make sure you have an emergency kit in your vehicle. It should also include basic first aid items as well as non-perishable food, water, warm clothing, and a blanket. Plus, a foldable shovel and cat litter are good ideas in case you get stuck in the snow. But that's not everything.
All year round, you want to have your jumper cables. You want to have either flares or reflective triangles that you can set out if you do find yourself by the roadside. That's important. Throw a blanket in the car if you do get stranded. That way you can help to keep warm.
Weaver Hawkins says people absolutely need to slow down in snowy conditions. She says if you're driving and begin to slide, it's important to not slam your brakes. It's important to try to maintain some control of the vehicle.
If you end up feeling like you're in a skid, make sure that you are steering not towards the skid, but steer back towards the direction that you want the vehicle to go. You might have to go back and forth as your vehicle skids.
Mercer County's Emergency Management Director Keith Gano says if you lose control of your vehicle and get stuck, you should try to stay in the vehicle, but make sure your exhaust is not being blocked by snow. He adds that you should call for a tow truck or dial 911 if you're injured or think you're in danger. Here for you in Mercer County, I'm Robert Castillo, WVVA News.
Good advice there. The experts also tell us that preparation is key. If you are planning to drive in the snow, you should leave early to give yourself enough time to make up for the fact that you should be driving slower to get to your destination on time, but more importantly, to get there safely.